Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos, the updates. Avoid Southeast. It will be tough in the coming days. EBA wants Nigerian workers. Now, the Biafran Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has warned Nigerian NLC, the workers of Nigeria who have embarked on a nationwide protest, yes, to avoid the Southeast region. He said there is already lockdown in the region to demand the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the IPOB, who has been unjustly detained. Of course, you recall that the NLC have said they are embarking on nationwide strike against or to protest against the anti-policies of the present regime in Nigeria. And as you said, they are suffering. Nigerian workers are suffering. They are seeing hell on earth. Nigerian workers, they have seen untold hardship, scorching deprivation, endemic poverty. And they said they will embark on the strike because the Tinubu's policies the policies are actually, exacerbating the poverty. The Tinubu policies is very anti-masses, anti-people policies. And Mazi Simon Ekpa said, you are protesting, but avoid the Southeast. Avoid it. It will be tough. Subsequently, because there is already lockdown. Look at the statement of Ekpa. Let me quote part of his statement. We are winning, and the enemy has been defeated. In the coming days, it will be very tough. Stay safe. We are warning the Nigeria Labour Congress to stay away from Biafra territory. Biafra land will be under lockdown, and if Nigeria terrorist army kill them tomorrow, they shouldn't blame Biafrans. There will be no movement in Biafra land until after Friday. Don't be a victim of the Nigeria terrorist state. End of quote. Now, Ekpa is actually advising the NLC about what the government will do. The ambush the government will lay against them in the Southeast, because in the Southeast they already have a template of a committer of a crime. What they do is they will go and commit a crime and they will lay it or heap it on the IPOB. Of course, there is already tension in the East because of the sit at home that the civil disobedience people have decided to carry out on their own accord. And so the government, of course, has been rattled, and they're doing everything possible to tarnish the image of the IPOB. And so they will use that opportunity. They will hide under that cloak, small screen, to commit mayhem and atrocity. And they will say, IPOB have done it. They are enforcing sit at home, whereas nobody is enforcing any sit at home. People are observing it on their own accord. And so it's a warning, it's an advice. If you like, take it anyhow. Yes, because this is the stock in trade of the Nigerian armed forces. Avoid Southeast. You can go elsewhere and do your protest to demand whatever from the regime. But in the Southeast, it's not allowed for your own or in your own interest. That's what Ekpa is saying. It's for your own interest. Do not blame Biafrans. Do not blame IPOB. Do not blame anybody if anything untoward happened to you. If there's any misfortune or misadventure anywhere. And so that is the warning to Nigerian Labour Congress. Avoid Southeast region. They are on civil disobedience, demanding the immediate release of their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, illegally, unjustly detained. So Mazi Ekpa said, we are winning, according to him. That's the war for, or the fight, if you like, for freedom. Say, the Biafrans are winning. Say, Biafrans are winning. The fight for freedom against the enemies of freedom and liberty. Those who are against people to be free. Of course, you know what they're doing to Nigerians. And the Biafrans said, no, we will not tolerate that. That is bondage. Looting the resources, subjecting them to poverty, endemic poverty. and you will not say anything. If you say anything, you will become the enemy of state. They will send you the mad dogs, the SS, to start chasing you around and apprehend you. They will ditch the person in their hell or dungeon, and the person will rot there. And so that is their stock in trade. So when Biafra said, look, no, we'll not be in this contraption. Let us have our own liberty, freedom. After all, we are once a nation, a republic. Yes. So, and that is it. So Mazeba said, look, the fight for freedom, they are winning. The Biafrans are winning. And so NLC, stop. If you have already started in any part of Southeast, please do not continue that. That's what Eba is saying. Discontinue if you have started in any city in the Southeast or any town. Discontinue your protest. Take it to Lagos and Abuja or elsewhere and do your protest in your own interest. That is what the Biafran Prime Minister in exile, Biafran Prime Minister of the Biafran government in exile is saying, in essence. So of course you have seen, and there is compliance. Everybody is actually, thanking the people of the zone for successful compliance with the 2 weeks sit-at-home order. Yes, he urged them to continue to stay at home, as the upcoming days we expected to be challenging. Yes, he said, we thank Biafra people for the successful day 2 of the 2 weeks sit-at-home that recorded compliance across Biafra land. That's what Eba said. He said, look, this is successful. We have recorded success, and we applaud the Biafrans for that. So those people who feel that, we are forcing people, that's what Eba is saying. We are not forcing. People are complying on their own. That's what Eba is saying. The Biafrans on their own accord are staying at home. I say this is day 2. So far, so good compliance. We have seen it above 90%, and that is it. So the so-called state actors, where are their strengths? What are they doing? Okay? Yes. So it is coming in the nearest future. In no distance time, it will be obvious, those who control the Southeast region, it will be obvious to Nigerians, to the international community, that these so-called state actors have lost control of the region completely. Yes. So it's a matter of time. Just sooner than later, it will be obvious. And that is it. So, NLC, avoid the region in your own interest.